the scrimmage being tomorrow and being an earlier one at 12:30. So we'll do a lot of work tonight. And as always, it's kind of exciting to get into the Coliseum and to see guys move around, and especially your young guys in that type of setting. Obviously, you don't have the crowd, but it'll be good to see. So we'll throw a lot of young guys out there, keep them out there for a bunch of plays, and see what happens.
Have you decided whether you're going to have tackling tomorrow?
We have not. We're going to set that tonight.
Did you stop early today because of the heat?
No, that was we followed the schedule for the most part. It was just really with the scrimmage being tomorrow at 12:30, and already been out here for a walkthrough once today. We felt like don't warm out too much so we can get the best out of them tomorrow.
What do you think of Morgan Breslin so far?
Yeah, Morgan has had a really good camp. It was a great thing he was here in the spring. We see that all the time. It's so hard for guys to come in the fall without a spring. There's a big difference, and he's miles ahead of where he was when he got here to start the spring. So it's good to see, and it's a position we need a lot of help at. Our number one concern right now is defensive line in general.
Did Robert look like Robert today?
I wouldn't say that, but that's the best he's looked since last year. So it's good to see. Pushed him a little more. Kind of did what you're used to seeing here. Put him where the balls were going, so that he'd have to make 5-6 plays in a row, and he responded well.
How much do you expect him to participate in the scrimmage tomorrow?
I don't know. We're going to meet tonight and figure out everybody's reps tonight.
How you digging the new office?
Yeah, it's great. The facility is very. It's really great for our players. To have all their academics right there, the training room, everything there, and it's very convenient for us as coaches too. So I can't imagine there's a better one.
Like the view?
I'm not allowed to use it really because I can't watch anything from it because compliance. So, but it's a nice setting, and the number one priority there after our current student athletes is recruiting, and it's a great place as a recruit to walk in, especially from out of state.
How's Chad Wheeler progressing along?
Doing well. We played him at both right and left, and another guy who got here in the spring, even though he couldn't participate. Really, I hope he's going to be one of those stories. Not a 5-star guy, not as highly recruited as a lot of other guys, but has come with the right attitude, and there's been a lot of stories like that here before.
Do you know how much weight he's put on since he's been here?
Yeah, he's probably put on a good 30 pounds since he first got here, which is great to see, and he's holding it well during the practices.
A ton of DBs have a ton of takeaways this camp so far. What do you think the biggest contributor to that is? Just experience?
I think Marvin Sanders. Has done a great job. And this is the best, nothing to have to do with anybody who was here before. This is the best I've seen our defensive backs play. Assignment-wise, knowing what to do. And he comes with a lot of experience. You mentioned takeaways. Go back to when he was at Nebraska. I think they led the country at one point in takeaways. So he knows what he's doing, and I'm glad that he's here. I can see the players responding to him on and off the field.
Can you tell the way he coaches, there's just a different approach to things on the field?
Well, I wouldn't say different, because I don't want to compare him to other people,
right.
But I'll describe his style, and I love it. He's in their face, he gets after them, he challenges them. There's not a bunch of walk-through stuff. You're going to be in shape if you play DB for him, and that's the way it was. That's the way it was here a long time ago. So hopefully we'll get back to it.
Is there any update on Isaiah Wiley?
Are you looking for other ways to get Junior Pome on the field?
Not yet. Once again, we're really early, 4 days, and we're still trying to get Junior to line up right. So we're not really in the game planning for him yet.
You talked a lot about not a lot of depth at tailback. Now are you looking at the position and saying we're probably 4 guys that really help?
Well, I think if you group the running backs in general, the backfield there, this was a discussion today in our staff room. That group has completely changed. That was probably the number one concern in spring. If you go back to spring, someone couldn't line up yet. Jaleel wasn't here. Silas wasn't here. DJ really hadn't developed much at the long run in the Coliseum, and now the group, is not of concern. So they still got to play, but as far as knowing what to do, Kennedy's done a great job with them, and they've really stepped up. And I think the competition helps. It was so thin before. You had a fullback and you had a tailback to the group, especially a proven one. All we do is help.
What was your reaction to Jim Mora's comments today?
Yeah, I don't really think that's something to joke about. So that's all I got to say on it. Nothing else.
Related question, not exactly the same, but does the subject of safety around the campus come up when you talk to recruits and parents, and if so, what do you say to them about it?
Well, it only comes up when opposing coaches bring it up. So, we have stats and to point out, to show the facts, not opinions. And, we feel that the campus is very safe. It's very expensive to go here. A lot of people send their kids here from around the world. And so we feel that it's very safe.
Coach, in terms of recruiting, is there anything that's, I guess, kind of off in terms of not untouchable, in terms of